From the moment he arrived to Formula One, he was just built different to anyone else.
For my generation, it was an inspiration.
One of the most iconic and successful driver in the sport history.
He remains my one and only idol I've ever had.
And Ayrton Senna is going to see, for the first time, that checkered flag.
The main motivation to all of us is to compete for a victory.
I see now what he was doing back then, and it was pretty special.
I saw him on board when he was driving Monaco. He's doing one hand, every corner is in the limits. At that point I felt, oh, this guy is definitely different.
Ayrton Senna becomes world champion by winning the Japanese Grand Prix.
He had a very exciting style about him.
How do you feel about being world champion?
It's not a bad feeling at all, is it?
The way he drove the car, he really hustled it around. Very aggressive, very flamboyant.
And Senna sprints away. Senna is trying to go through on the inside, and Senna goes off at the first corner.
We are competing to win, and if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver.
He's the ultimate driver in terms of outright speed.
At a given day, you think you have a limit. Something happens and suddenly can go a little bit further.
And Senna crosses the line. You can see his exultation.
You know, drivers like Ayrton have changed the sport. You know how much safety has improved, obviously after his accident and the work he was doing.
It wasn't only the talent for him, it was also the hard work behind, and the combination of the two made him very, very special.
One thing that perhaps we all have in common is that we are all racers. We take chances, we take risks, we go through pain, we sacrifice lots of things in life just for the pleasure to be P1.
Ayrton Senna was always viewed as the biggest legend of the sport.
The way he inspired Latin people to fight for your dreams.
Yes! Ayrton Senna achieves his ambition to win the Brazilian Grand Prix.
One of the best Formula One drivers of all time, but most importantly, probably the most charismatic.
Racing, competing, is in my blood. It's part of me, it's part of my life.
Ayrton was a great inspiration.
His legacy still keeps motivating people.
I think I'm driving just as good as I ever driven.
The fact that he was so incredibly talented, he was super inspiring.
The biggest race driver of all time.